Hi everyone, it's Tish with Naptime Creations. Welcome back to my channel, or welcome to my channel. And if you're new, don't forget to subscribe. It's free and it'll help me out a lot, so hit that subscribe button. Today's video is going to be a little bit different. This is actually a resin compilation video. So I've taken 10 of my longer tutorials and squished them all down into shorter 1-minute videos, and I put them all in this video. Sometimes people like to see the quicker tutorials, but I'll also link the full longer tutorials down below in the description box. So if you want to see any of these videos with a more detailed kind of breakdown of how I made each piece, definitely check out the description box. I'll have them all linked below. Thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel, and I will see you guys soon for another video. Bye guys. Let's make a resin crystal. So here we are filling up my mold. I fill it up about a third of the way with clear resin. I took a silicone paintbrush and kind of scooped out any bubbles that may have landed in the crystal points. I sprinkled on some mylar glitter, and here we are 48 hours later. I'm painting the entire mold with some vivid hollow powder from Island Micas and More in teal. And now we're going to fill up the mold the rest of the way with some black tinted resin. I sprayed it with some 91% isopropyl alcohol to pop bubbles. And here we are 48 hours later, ready to demold it. I used the floral epoxy from the epoxy resin store on this one, and that one does take a little bit longer to set up. So they're ready to demold in about 48 to 72 hours, but I really like how this one turned out. And you can see on the edge of the perimeter of the crystal, it's got that really pretty rainbow effect from the hollow powder. Let me know what you think, and thanks for watching. Let's make some resin pendants. So I'm just filling my mold up with clear resin. Here I have about half an ounce of clear resin. I added 30 drops of Pinata Blanco Blanco. I'm adding 2 or 3 drops of alcohol ink to each of my little cavities here in my mold. Did some little swirly lines of that white that we mixed up, and here we are 1 hour later. I'm just taking a broken up craft stick, swirling around in each of my pieces. I covered it up, let it dry for 24 hours, and here we are ready to demold them. They turned out so pretty. This one has like a little heart. Can you see that on the bottom there? I thought it turned out so cool. The key to this is waiting 1 hour before you go in and do your little swirls after you add that white. And then you'll get some really awesome little swirly designs in your pendants. Let me know what you think. Thanks for watching. Let's make some resin crystal towers. So I'm going in with some clear resin, and I went down with this paintbrush and made sure that there was no bubbles stuck in the tip of this mold. Going in with some iridescent cellophane and just dropping that down into the clear resin. This one on the left I decided to try to pour in one big layer, and this one on the right I'm going to pour in 3 separate smaller layers. And this project is so super simple and easy to do. I had a little bit of shrinkage on this one on the left the next day, so I poured a little bit more clear on, dropped down some really pretty holographic glitter, and here we are layer 3 on this one. Just same thing, dropping down clear, adding some more iridescent cellophane, popping bubbles. Here we are ready to demold it. And to demold these, I just pull the mold to the side, squirt in or spray in some 91% isopropyl alcohol, squeeze the tower and kind of twist it, and it'll pop right out. Here's how it turned out. If you want to see the full tutorial, check out the description box and it'll be linked below. Let's make a resin trinket dish. So I'm going in with this chameleon mica powder from Let's Resin. I'm putting it just on the perimeter of this floral trinket dish mold here, filling it up with 4 ounces of black tinted resin, and I'm using the floral epoxy from the epoxy resin store. Here we are ready to demold it. This turned out so pretty. I absolutely love this mold. It's great for like if you put it on the windowsill in your kitchen and you're doing dishes, you want to put your rings on there, or just, anywhere in your bathroom, whatever, wherever you want to put it. So let me know what you guys think down in the comments. Those chameleon micas really, really pop when you use them with a dark tinted resin. Thanks for watching. Let's make a resin freestanding crystal tower. So here's my mold. I'm adding clear resin just enough to cover the bottom of the crystal points. Going in with a silicone paintbrush and dislodging any bubbles. Here we are 24 hours later. I'm dropping down some mylar glitter, and this is 24 hours after that. I'm going in with some black, silver, and white and clear resin. Kind of did a dirty pour, just filling the mold up the rest of the way, and sprayed it with some 91% isopropyl alcohol to pop bubbles, and here we are ready to demold it. I think it turned out so pretty. Those mylar flakes just really make the piece look like it's glowing. It's got such a pretty sparkle too. This mold is really, really fun. And if you want to see the full step-by-step tutorial, I'll link it down below in the description box. Be sure to go check it out, but let me know what you guys think of this one down in the comments, and thank you so much for watching. Let's make a resin crescent moon. So here's my mold here. I'm just using these chameleon mica powders from Let's Resin. I was doing them in blocks of different colors, and you can get real detailed with it and paint the flowers individually, but for this I just wanted to do the different blocks of the chameleon micas. Check out how pretty they are. So now we're going to fill the mold up with some black tinted resin. I used black mica powder and alcohol ink. This mold takes about 4 ounces. I popped the bubbles with my heat gun, sprayed it with some 91% isopropyl alcohol to pop the rest of the bubbles, and here's how it turned out. Off camera, I filled in the etching using acrylic paint and a squeegee. I have a post I made a while back showing step by step how I do that, so go check out my previous post for that. I did a top coat as well, and here's how it turned out. And I have this one listed in my Etsy shop as well. If you want to go check it out, I'll leave my Etsy shop in my bio. Let's make some resin holographic earrings. So I'm going to be using Vivid Hollow powders from Island Micas and More in Periwinkle and Teal, and we're going to be doing an ombre look on these. So I went in and painted the top half of these molds with Periwinkle and the bottom half with Teal, and when you do the Teal, you want to kind of bring it up onto the Periwinkle a little bit just to give you that ombre effect. I'm filling the molds with the Gen Crafts epoxy resin. And that's it. I covered them up, let them dry for 24 hours, and here we are ready to demold them. I picked up these molds off Amazon, and I have a full in-depth longer tutorial on my YouTube channel, Naptime Creations, if you want to go check it out. I will leave the link in my bio. But here's how they turned out. I installed the hardware and they're ready to go. I think they turned out really pretty. I just love the holographic effect from the Vivid Hollow powders. And it's pretty cool that we only used clear resin on these. Let me know what you think down in the comments. Thanks for watching. Let's make a resin tray. So here's my mold. I'm dropping in some clear resin mixed with blue mylar glitter, and I'm only filling this mold up halfway with this first layer. I added some more iridescent glitter, just sprinkled it on, and here we are the next day doing layer 2. I filled the mold up the rest of the way with clear, dropped down some alcohol inks. Now I'm going in with some mica pigments. I used copper, gold, and interference violet. Hit it with my heat gun to blend everything and just kind of blend the colors together. And when you hit this gold, it's Mayron gold with your heat gun, you'll get some really, really pretty lacing, as you can see here. When I made this piece, I was planning for it to be just an art piece, but I decided I'm going to turn it into a tray. So I'll give it a clear resin top coat and attach some tray handles, and it'll be a really pretty tray, I think. Let me know what you guys think, and thanks for watching. Let's make some resin cell phone stand. So here are my molds. I'm adding a thin layer of clear just to cover the bottom of the mold. And now I'm going to add my holographic or iridescent foils. These are images printed on craft plastic. You can get them off Etsy. I just pushed them down all the way, making sure there was no air bubbles trapped underneath them. And now I'm going to fill up the mold the rest of the way with glitter. I wanted to use black and purple glitter on these. I wanted to add black glitter behind the iridescent images so that way they would really, really pop and show up nicely, because the purple glitter is kind of transparent. So it worked out really well using the black and the purple glitters. I have a longer, more in-depth 6-minute tutorial on my YouTube channel, Naptime Creations, if you want to go check it out. I will leave the link in my bio, but let me know what you think, and thanks for watching.